Israel has called up 60,000 reservists ahead of a planned ground offensive in Gaza City, which Israel says is already underway. The extra forces will report in September, joining IDF troops who are already active. 5 divisions will participate in what's being referred to as a gradual, precise and targeted operation. Hundreds of thousands of Palestinian civilians are expected to be forced south from Gaza City, where extra aid and shelter is being provided. Israel already controls over 75% of Gaza and says it's eliminated 2,000 terrorists as part of its expanded operation so far. Israel has given a final approval for the E1 settlement plan in the occupied West Bank, dividing the territory into 2 parts. The country's government is planning to build infrastructure after the takeover in 12 months, if the process runs to plan. More than 700,000 Israeli settlers already occupy the West Bank and East Jerusalem. Palestinians and other advocacy groups believe it could destroy plans for any Palestinian state if that project goes ahead. Well, Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has ordered a reduction of the timeline in taking control of all of Gaza. Israel has called up 60,000 reservists for a new offensive to conquer Gaza City. Adam Parsons has more from Jerusalem.
This operation has started, is that Israeli forces are now on the outskirts of Gaza City, and they've confirmed tonight that they are mobilising 60,000 reservists. Another 20,000 who had already been mobilised are now also being called further into action. So this is a huge fighting force that Israel is putting together and is now approaching Gaza City. And I think this is a show of strength and a show of intention by them. And one thing that it isn't is a withdrawal on the back of agreeing to this ceasefire. And that's important because it's coming up to 48 hours now since Hamas said that it had agreed to the terms of the ceasefire that had been put together by negotiators in Cairo. Now, you will remember that in that proposed ceasefire, half of the 20 believed to be living hostages and 18 of what are believed to be the 30 dead hostages were to be returned to Israel. Israel's always said it wants all the hostages back, as well as other conditions that many believe are completely unacceptable to any Palestinian groups of any kind. No, of course, including Hamas, but also the Palestinian Authority and others. So Benjamin Netanyahu, the Israeli Prime Minister, has yet to respond either positively or negatively to that ceasefire proposal, and yet the actions of Israel are clearly putting together this mobilization, this military force, and I think the message they are sending is that we are going ahead with this encirclement of Gaza City, and also what is clear is putting preparations in place to increase the civilian infrastructure in the south of Gaza in what they consider to be the expected flow of people from Gaza City up in the north down towards the south, ahead of what is seen as being the Israeli occupation of Gaza. So right now, bearing in mind there was a fairly clear choice that would Netanyahu go for either accepting this ceasefire and pulling back his troops, or pushing ahead with this mobilization and this military action. Right now, it would appear that he is going for option 2. There will always be those who say, well, Hamas was pushed into a corner because of a show of strength and that this is continuing that. That could yet be true, but sitting here now, it would appear that they are going ahead with this Gaza City military operation.